course I know Mohun Bagan from playing previous seasons against them. I know how big a club it is from the outside looking in. So to join the team, it's really a pleasure that they wanted me here, and I was excited to get it done as soon as possible when I heard they wanted me to join the team. So I've been here 4 weeks now, and we've got an opportunity to win our first trophy tomorrow. So it's going to be a big match for us, and I know how much it will mean to the fans if we can add this trophy so early in our season.
What is your target, personal target?
My personal target for the season?
No.
For tomorrow? Win. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you play it. Tomorrow's a cup final. If you play well and lose, what's the satisfaction? The satisfaction is you win the trophy, and that's all we plan to do.
Great Stewart, Jason Cummings and Dimitrios Pekatos. This travel is the most dangerous travel in Indian football now.
I would say on paper, yeah. On paper it looks like we could play well together, but we have to show this on the pitch for a consistent period. Also it's difficult for a manager. You can only put four players on the pitch. So I don't know, some games might be different. He might put more defenders or he might put more attackers, but of course for attacking players we want to show you what we can do on the pitch by scoring goals, assisting. But the first and foremost for me is help the team win, and that's all that matters. The team comes first before anything.
Been playing kind of catching up games in the last 2 matches. So what went wrong, or what things are needed to be put right?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Of course we don't want to keep coming from goals behind. But we are also a new team, new coach, new staff. We've only been together 3-4 weeks. We're still learning about each other, especially the new players. But once again, we've shown our mentality to go behind in games and to come back and get the job done. It's a great trait to have in your team when you can do this. But of course we can't do this every match. You know, lose cheap goals, and then it's not always going to happen. We're not always going to be able to come back. But we showed great character to do that. But obviously, hopefully we can go 2 goals ahead the next match. But look, this is football. All that matters is you score more than the other team.
Last year, you have played a similar kind of final in Salt Lake Stadium against Mohun Bagan in ISL. So this year you will be on the opposite side of the pitch. Like last year, you came here conquered, being on Bagan's ground. So like last year, kind of what happened with Mohun Bagan? They were completely favourites and they crashed out. So did you have a talk with the teammates about this? Like again, tomorrow Mohun Bagan will be on the superior side of the match. So like, did you have a talk with them like last compared to ISL final and now?
I didn't play that much. I wasn't here for the final.
You were in Mumbai?
No. As I've got older, I've become more experienced and I've learned a few positions on the pitch. Of course, you just play where you get told from the coach. But if I was to choose, it would probably be like the position behind the striker, number 10, just say. That would be my favourite, but it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes you have to fill in somewhere else. But as I've got older, more experienced, I can play different positions now, which obviously can hopefully help the team that I can fill in different places. But to your question, I like to play just behind the striker, just off the striker. I think there's pressure. I put pressure on myself every day. Of course, the fans, it's our home ground. We're going to have a big crowd here. They obviously they demand us to win the match. For me, that's good. That's what I want. I love to play in this kind of environment where you have to win the match. It's do or die. And tomorrow will be the same. You know, as you say, we're going to be big favourites, but in our eyes, this is going to be a tough match from our perspective. You know, we'll treat this game like any other opponent, no matter who they are. We need to look at their strengths and their weaknesses and try and capitalise on this tomorrow. As I say, it's North East are a good team, good manager. It's their first final, I've heard. So they're going to give everything, and we also have to do the same.
So do you think that defense is an area of concern for you, number one? And number two, the team you have, the guys you have, the potential, you have a great team. But you think you have to have, a lot to go, to match the potential you have.
Yeah, look, as I said, we're a new team, we're a new staff. It's not going to be perfect after 1-2 games. And it's not just because we concede a goal, it's not just about the defence. We defend as a team, we attack as a team, you win as a team, you lose as a team. So it's a whole collective. When you concede goals, it's a whole team, it's not just about the defence, but it's something that obviously as the weeks and games go on we want to get better at. The less goals we concede, the more chance we win a game, we win the match. So we know we have goals in the team. We know we're going to create chances, but as you say, hopefully we can keep it more tight, keep it more solid in defence. So I can see your point.
It's playing in Scotland, but then Mohun Bagan and East Bengal are possibly the only two teams in India that really play under a lot of crowd pressure, which is not something you possibly face in Mumbai or at Jamshedpur. How difficult is it to adjust to that as a team, and are there other players who might not look at this as a privilege and more as a pressure? So what do you do to deal with that?
Yeah, as you say, it's a big demand here to win football matches. For me, I've been fortunate enough to have this experience in my career playing in England and Scotland for big teams as well. So I know what it takes. But as you say, for other players it might be different. But for me, that's when I can try to help them. You know, football without fans is nothing. So the more fans for me, the better. I want to play in these kind of matches. And the Mohun Bagan fans are massive to this club and the city. So for me, I just can't wait to go on the pitch every time and show what we can do. And tomorrow's a big chance for us to go and get our first trophy so early in the season. And then that can maybe kick us on for the ISL.
The final both the matches with Mohun. So first of all, do you have any conversation, you guys have any conversation with your coach that because this is not the expected condition actually. And secondly, any kind of special training is going on to handle this situation again?
Yeah, look, it's football. These things happen, you know. It doesn't work in the 90 minutes. Normally you have extra time to try and win the match, but of course there was no extra time, straight to penalties. And we showed, and as I've said, we've showed great character to get to 2 penalties and win both. You know, Vishal on goals has been absolutely brilliant for us. But of course, hopefully it doesn't go to penalties tomorrow and we can get the job done in the 90 minutes.